Everybody, this is Tim Smith with Ash Welborn Insurance again. We appreciate you joining us here, and we've got Greg Bennett with Slim V Media and Atlanta Payroll with us today, and we're going to focus more on the payroll side, even though Slim V has done a great job for us on the website. But here at Ash Welborn, we've got companies that will do pay-as-you-go, where they pay based on what their insurance is, their payroll is each month. They pay a certain amount, and I want to talk to Greg about it and get his idea on the pay-as-you-go insurance. So, Greg, what do you think of the pay-as-you-go?
Well, the pay-as-you-go is perfect for so many reasons. It's perfect for the startup, right? Because the guy or company that is starting up, they don't have that deposit a lot of times. They're cash strapped, so they don't have a deposit. They may not even really know what their wages are going to be because they're just starting out and they got an estimate, but they don't know. So it's perfect for that situation because it allows somebody to get in and start processing their work on a, eat what you're chewing off,
Right.
And it doesn't, flood them with a huge deposit. And I think it's great for the startups, but I also think for that customer out there who has a large payroll,
right?
And they're faced with some challenges, coming up in these, this economy has its challenges. And so I think it's perfect for that person or that client because they don't have to tie up so much capital in a 10, 20, 30% deposit and a workers' comp policy and then wait to get some of that money back if they overestimated their wages or have to come up with more money at the end of the year.
Yeah.
The pay-as-you-go is really nice because there's no surprises.
That's right.
There's no upfront cost, and it's basically pay it as you use it. What's even better now that I've seen, especially with your agency,
right,
is they get the great rate and they get the pay-as-you-go.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. And I'll tell you, one of the things that I love about Atlanta Payroll when they do the payroll services for clients is at the end of the year, the biggest problem a lot of people have if they don't do the pay-as-you-go is when they get hit with audits and they owe this big money. But the ones that even have the pay-as-you-go and don't have the payroll company, they still got to do the audit at the end of the year. They may not owe any money, but they still hate doing that audit. The cool part about Atlanta Payroll is that you guys are there to do that audit for them.
Right.
And tell me kind of how you think clients feel about that, because ours have been happy with it.
Well, they love it because most people that have ever been through a work comp audit, most in the past, they don't have kind things to say about it.
All right.
It's like, I hate to say this, but it's almost like the bank. They never make an error in your favor.
That's right.
It always goes in favor of the carrier. And this is black and white. You've run your payroll. You've got your class codes on that payroll where you've either got an 8810 or you've got the painter or you've got the salesperson in the field, whatever that is, that code's already preloaded.
That's right.
Therefore, when that payroll's run, you've got the report. You know exactly how much your workers' comp cost is, and you remit that on a monthly basis. There really should be no surprises. Rarely do we ever have a surprise, and if there is a surprise, it's generally where someone has come back in and ran more wages, or we've had to adjust based on deductions and things like that. But rarely do we ever even have it. It's printed out. I hate to say it's really you just push a button and that's your audit.
Well, that's the cool part, because like with Atlanta Payroll, doing it for the people, there's not the mistakes that a lot of people make where they accidentally put something into the wrong class code or accidentally tell an auditor that they put it into the wrong class that it should go in this class code when they really put it in a different class code, and they get hit with money that they weren't expecting. You guys are great at putting it right in there, and so that's what Ash Welborn loves about it, is that it makes it easier for us and for the clients and for you guys, so that we don't have all that problems at the end of the year.
Well, I was thinking about this one company too, where they're an HVAC company, and a lot of their techs, they will be out on a job site. Now, if they're working on a service call, they're working under a particular code, right? They're under that code to do service maintenance, but they also get paid commission if they sell new units. Now, they may be out and there may not be an installation that day, but they could have been on the clock, or they could have been working as a salesperson for that. Well, our system on a pay-as-you-go allows us to switch back and forth whatever code they may be under as well, because they may actually be just doing a commission job that day, and which doesn't involve any physical labor. It's just selling of a new unit. And I think you're going to lose that if you're not doing the pay-as-you-go. You're not going to remember that at the end of the day in the audit, and the carrier is always going to get the higher premium.
That's exactly right.
So I think that's a good example of pay-as-you-go as well.
Yeah. Well, guys, we appreciate you joining us today here at Ash Welborn Insurance, and we appreciate all that Atlanta Payroll Services has done for us, and for Slim V Media, and for Greg being with us. And we just ask that you remember us if you need any help on your insurance, and just give us a call here at Ash Welborn Insurance.
All right, where are we going? You driving? You want to drive? Because I don't know where we're going.
We can, wherever you want me to drive to. I'll be glad.
All right. Thanks, guys.